But have you guys seen this stuff of Gondi?
What?
Of Brian White?
I saw.
Bruh.
But I don't have the facts.
Do you believe that he's ill though?
It could be.
But he was wailing. And people were saying he was faking it. There's no way he was faking it.
It could be. You know those rich guys, Man, there's a lot at stake to make that money. That's the first thing.
Are you trying to say there is
there is a lot at stake.
It was like that because of the spiritual thing.
I don't have the facts. But there's a lot at stake to make the money. So I can't rule that out as well.
Bro, I was shook.
I can't rule that out.
Did you watch it? Do you know which one are you? This guy even doesn't know what's up.
Do you know Brian White?
Definitely he does. But okay, the thing
I
is,
think this guy knows Brian White.
He knows, but okay. The thing is, he was arrested and is being charged on counts of witchcraft and stuff, murder, as regards some girl and that. So he was jailed. They went to his home and they found like funny worship centers in his home. He had the Christian jazz, he had the Juju jazz. Apparently, he had some Buddha jazz too. It was crazy.
They're accusing him of killing young people, girls, not even just one. Many girls, some boys. Yeah, apparently in his home. But so, he came to court on a bed.
On a stretcher.
On a mat.
It was a mat actually. It was a mat. He was being carried on a mat, and this guy was wailing.
Bro, he was like a madman, but I think
people were like, it's not the first time he's pulling off the shenanigans, bitchy. Like, man, if he's faking it, he's good at it. Because he was wailing, it was real pain. I could feel the pain through my screen, like this guy is aching. Because he had a bandage on his thigh.
So we don't know what he's sick of, but he just appeared ill, wailing.
Yeah, but on the other hand, if he's sick, then he can't be arraigned in court. Because
they can't be. Actually, they put his hearing to hold because of medical reasons.
Yeah,
but he's coming back.
Apparently, he was smiling after court. I'm told. No, I read it somewhere on X. That man was smiling after court. I was like, "Hey, come. Let's hope he's sick for real." But yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. This guy does not follow news. I don't know
current affairs.
Yeah,
adjust, man.
What are we to stand up for, guys? Welcome to the Dog Days podcast. My name is Chelsea, aka Manso Sati, aka the Yard Gandhi. The airline is stopping to beat tea, but we will tea it. Yeah, and from my left.
Hi guys, my name is Nicholas Tendo Tende. I'm a person and I do very many things. I identify as a human being. I do very many things, and I'm glad to be here and share and interact with you all watching and with our moderators. Yeah,
so
looking forward to sharing with you all.
As always, Jaffa, if you pop like a heavy duty, don't have the beauty that's our Kara.
I don't know where I woke up from. Today we never had Kara. So then I didn't know Kara, but still, yeah. And guys, today, like you've heard, we have a guest in the building. We are joined by a gentleman I just met today. It's the beauty of this. You meet someone and realize you have very many things in common. Yeah.
Minus your LinkedIn.
Why are you dying? I'm not even know what you're saying.
Move it.
This guy is a traditional schoolboy. That's the first line of connection I feel when I meet someone. As long as someone has been to trad school, we have things we are going to relate when it comes to our conversations. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah. As you've heard, he is. The name that has stood out for me is Sechitende. Like, I like those Chiganda names. Like, there's a way they stand out. Sechitende. Ntengi.
Right.
But yeah, our guest today, guys, is one president. What is the full?
How do they say that thing? Because man,
it is ASAMU. But
ASAMU. I wanted to say it in full.
Accounting Students Association, Makerere University.
Makerere University.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's also, it casts across also to MUK?
It doesn't, but it's the bigger umbrella. Then the MUK guys try to collaborate with us. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, he is also a national debate champion of the year 2019. Shout out Chawalianga. I don't know what we're doing in 2019, but that's the most important thing. You took the L. I know you were there. He is also former, what do you call them at SMAC? Head boy, president?
Head prefect.
Head prefect, yeah. He's former head prefect SMAC. I don't know what this guy was doing in his high school. Simanya Pia Cancer.
See, all of this stem from the joke I threw at first.
Bro, I never had it. I never had it. Me, I'm just throwing my jab. I never had it.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. He is a student in MUBS. Yeah. Normally we share contacts, we share locations, but we'll let him dig deeper into what he is doing of late.
He's a single man.
Oh, yeah, that's also important. That's why we'll be leaving the contact in the description. Yeah.
Just in case you want a man with a future.
Yeah. He has a beard. Apparently, women don't like men with beards.
See, that's a consolation.
No, fun fact. No. Let me tell you. Do you know why? Do you know why? If you ask your woman if she likes you with... No. Okay, try this sometime. Call whoever you are trying to chase, or a friend of yours, a female friend of yours, and as you're on the call, tell them, I'm taking off my beard. The reaction you get.
But we also need to know which beard are we talking about. So some people have beards now, like mine, and they say they have a beard. Then you find some guy with a very thick thing. And
that guy feels like he has a beard.
Just we don't have beards, my guy. we don't qualify as beard guys.
What do you qualify as?
We have something that it's in line. It's in line with there.
No,
but,
see, it's like, this is going to get dark, but if you meet someone with 2 eyes and a person with 1 eye, you can't say the person with 1 eye has 2 eyes. Or they have eyes in general.
But they all see still.
The fact guy that said you have no eyes at all.
No. Okay,
that's the point.
Let me tell
Look at him.
No, let me tell you.
It is like a baby's bum.
It's a choice. It's a choice, bro.
See,
so you don't believe I take off my beard?
You don't. What do you take off?
Are you always there in the morning?
Chelsea, if you take off your beard every morning, I can grow a kilometer of a beard in a night.
I take off my beard every morning. Every morning.
Guys, well kept.
That is the biggest joke.
Laugh then, laugh.
You
laugh. See, I take off my beard every morning. Let me tell you, it's okay. Let me tell you,
the fact that it lacks beard bumps, that should be something.
So you believe? Have you seen whites, by the way? Whites, Koreans. You think Koreans don't grow beards?
Study Muzungu, bro.
So I'm saying, as long as the equipment you are using is good and you're doing it every morning, it comes off perfect, smooth.
A man without a beard is the same or is equivalent to a woman with a beard. Let us start that point.
Discuss.
That's body shaming. No, that's body shaming. To all women that are growing beards, it's not your intention. We do not intend.
No.
We do not condone such statements on the podcast, by the way. Women growing beards, we understand it's an accident.
Yeah.
No, not come off like that.
And you should embrace yourselves.
Just have more testosterone.
No, you were just dissing them, women with beards.
My mom grows beards. My sister grows beards. That's just too much testosterone, bro.
Yeah.
As in, what do you mean?
Scientifically speaking, no.
You're not going back home, bro. You're not going back home.
No, it's a fact. Because like seeing them grow like different sprouts with like small.
Okay, now me what I wonder, like, what happens when you take them off?
For them, they grow back.
I've ever seen
for the women.
Yes.
Okay, really? This is crazy.
How frequent though? It takes like it's the same pace like for a man.
I don't think so. It happens like on a slower pace, but they do grow back.
You guys ever seen a woman like with a crazy bust but with chest hair? Bro, I was shook.
Chest hair like for a chick. Woman.
Chest hair like
crazy.
I swear to God.
I have nothing to say about
I
that.
swear to God, I was shook. It's like, But anyway, yeah, starting the pod. Yeah, what a way to start it. But people who have beards, apparently, it's just that you look better with your faces hidden. Yeah, that is what's up. But
propaganda, but it's scam. We should give you a segment called the propaganda. But just come and chat your shit. Things that are hurting you and they're just...
Let's start the point. Mama, tell us about you. We're supposed to ask our guest about him, and you are there milking and funny jokes
about bodies and what goes from there.
About women with beards.
Anyway, guys, I'm glad to be here. Like you mentioned, my name is Nicholas Tendo.
Sechitende.
Sechitende comes off as a strong name. I got it latest. Actually, I was not called Sechitende in my primary school.
Oh, really?
I thought I was mad, bro.
You are, bro. It's not about thinking.
Those are studying with know that I was not called Sechitende.
So you were just Tendo.
Yeah, so I was just Tendo. So when I reached primary 7, my class was like, bro, Tendo is not a serious surname. You need to get serious with your life. You can't be called Mr. Tendo. And I'm like, bro, I can't. So they wrote to my parents, like, you need to adjust this kid's name. It can't be called Tendo. So I got Sechitende, but it turns out in high school, people caught up with it more. So all my high school guys call me Sechitende, some call me Sechi, some call me Sechi Wagwez. So it came with a lot of modifications, but the name is Sechitende. Currently, I'm at MUBS, and I'm doing a Bachelor of Commerce, abbreviated as BCom. Yeah, accounting major. I happen to be the president of the Accounting Students Association. That's my current station of operation. And yeah, I'm running it well with the different activities and stuff. I'm a debater. I've been a debater since primary school, but my serious debating career is in high school. I've been in different tournaments.
Can I ask something?
Yeah, you can.
Like, what do you call about that guy? Did this guy have a life in primary school?
Just
everyone that comes
was
here
a cool
says...
guy. He was, our primary school was not so privileged to have very many cool people. Like, just by coincidence.
So the one-eyed man
the one-eyed man among the blind was...
He was considered leader.
So
see, for us,
we always took him as a cool guy. Then when we came to high school, I realized that we're all on some other different jobs. The school, like,
it was all a scam.
It was all a scam. We met cooler guys who's... It was a match, but from our standards, he was indeed a cool guy. So yeah, just cool guy.
Cool guy. You're not going to dumb me up. It's scam.
Yeah, he was a cool guy. So that's what I remember.
You have gassed him for the week. He's going to laugh on it till the next pod.
But yeah, like,
quickly
skim us through like where the idea of leadership for you starts from, because head prefect SMAC, that's something crazy, man. That's not a small feat. Then President ASAMU, that's even a bigger feat than the other one. Like, I always wonder, like, people that pursue these student leadership positions, like, what's at the back of your mind? Because I always feel like it's a loss, because you're wasting time. You just want to have the big seat and that's it. I always feel like you're going to end up ineffective, because at the end of the day, there are administrators who are going to make the real calls.
Definitely. But what pushed me to leadership is out of character. I don't like people making decisions for me. If I can take part in decision making, if I have an opportunity to take part in decision making, I'll take on that opportunity. Because out of character, I repeat, I don't like people making decisions for me. So my leadership career comes from primary school. I was among the small kids in school. I was very small. I'm not big now, but I was smaller. So I went for different posts. I was an MPD prefect. They made me a language prefect to guilt trip me for speaking Luganda too much.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was the guy in charge of getting guys who speak
Luganda. Yeah. You send that thief to catch that thief.
So that was around P4. Yeah, P4. Then I think music prefect around primary 3. So I did the assemblies, do those dances and stuff. I think because of my small size, I was easy. Like, I would make people happy. So in primary 6, I'm like, I think I should run for head boy. So the teacher in charge called me aside, like, bro, man, you're so small. You can't be a head boy.
You're not going to so bad.
Like, bro, I know the kids like you and you have the numbers, but and you can't command. You're so small. So I took that personal, Mr. Peter. I took that personal up to now.
Peter, I
Peter
remember
guy,
that
he
guy. Yeah.
guy called me aside. He's like, "Boy, you need to step down." It's giving those political alliances. So I'm like, I can't step down.
Odina masojana ze,
Eh,
but
I'm like, I can't step down, my guy. So we go. In primary school, they will not announce election. Like, it was not a public affair. After voting, when it's done, you wait for the prefect's list on the notice to do something. So I go to the kitchen, I'm finding ballots being pushed down in the firehouse. I'm like, what's happening? That was the first time I saw vote rigging as a child. So that even made me harder. So I didn't make it to the head boy seat. My colleague Grand Mutevi made it.
You were rigged.
Yeah, so they gave me
wherever you are.
No, Mutevi.
It's not your W. It's not your W.
So it was yeah, that's how it happened. But I got a post, I think, again, because I think they needed me on the cabinet. We used to put on pink ties.
Crazy.
A pink tie.
As your form of recognition.
As our form of recognition. A pink tie.
Damn.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I got a post. I think they brought me back to language prefect. Yeah, so the language prefect, the debate, I was right in the right office. So I took it on, went to high school. Still, I was head prefect, but there was something that happened before that. I think the people I started with, no. I went for office for assistant head prefect in my form 3. And I didn't make it. That same year, I went to South Africa as a debater to represent the country. That was 2019 in the World Scholars Cup, where we met victors. We were the winners on the team with Adrian, those guys of Joseph Nwagawa. Yeah, it was a good thing. So when I came from South Africa, I thought I'd become hard. So I'm like,
man's level
I think
now.
I need to go for assistant head prefect. Those guys humbled me, guys. Guys humbled me.
Sometimes I feel like the way we have pity votes, like people winning out of pity, like when you lost your parent and we will give you. Sometimes I believe they are hate votes. So like people will not give you because a nigga feels like he's
so guys are like this guy is coming from South Africa. He was not even around in campaign time. What? He's going for assistant head prefect. So I had the competence, but I didn't make it to that
SMAC?
choice. Yeah, at SMAC still. I've been in SMAC from 1. So I didn't make it. But just after that, I became the vice president of the debate club. And yeah, I went on with my business. In SMAC, if you don't become a prefect in Form 3, wait for Form 5. We don't have counselor Form 1, counselor Form 2, no. It's Form 3 and Form 5.
Wow, like the whole school is ruled by Form 3 and Form 5.
So if you miss it in Form 3 and you don't expect to come back in Form 5, bro, you may just be a dumb captain. Because those ones change every time. Yeah, every time we get a new dumb captain. Yeah, so I didn't make it through, but it actually pushed me more to focus on my debate. And I got very good with debate. I went to national debate tournaments. We did some East African tournaments. I had Henry Chiwanyanga, you mentioned about him. Form 1, Form 2.
The one we lost in 2019.
We're two guys. With Henry. So now, me and him, we used to debate with each other in Form 1.
Yeah.
But then he left.
Yeah, he came to Mengo in Form 2. Yeah.
So I would meet him. SMAC versus Mengo. And you know, people have been training together. You know each other's tactics. So we always clash. You know those debate things. Yeah, so that's it. After my debate, I became a politician.
That's when it actually started actively for you. Eh?
Yeah. So I ran for office in Form 5 for head boy. And I went through.
Finally.
Yeah, you could say that. Everyone said that. And as you said, finally, I became the second longest serving head prefect for their.
Or because of COVID.
Exactly. So
my man had a 3-year
I think I was the longest serving actually.
Yeah, it's not no one
in the history of the school. So
3-year is crazy.
I overachieved
some Mugabe years.
Yeah, I can't some Mugabe. Yeah, perfect. So I became the longest serving head prefect, and it was an interesting time of office because you know the COVID, parents died. We lost very many parents. We lost our friends, our colleagues. It was an interesting time, challenging with very many things. Even the post-COVID actually came in hard on us. If you all remember, it came in very hard on us. So as a leader, you need to stand your ground on very many facts. Yeah. Classes, what? But we made it through, and yeah, here we are doing campus. That's another story.
What combination?
I am a MEG student. I did math, economics, and geography.
Yeah, you guys will never get 20 points.
ICT. I didn't get 20 points.
These guys will never get 20
Yeah, we had our papers in 4 days. It's giving PLE. with another paper. It's giving pure impact. We got next try.
I'm told, I don't know how true the rumor is, but there is a car at your name.
Yeah.
When you put it there, if you get 20 points in Meg, that shit is yours.
Those guys never
It's
get
been there for years. I don't know how true it is, but it's been there for years. Like, you can't get a 20 point in
Respect a Meg government student, because they have an 18 or 19 somewhere, not 20 points. Yeah, so we made it and we are here. So from Meg, I came to BCom. Why BCom? Personally, out of character still, I never looked at having a job that makes me shabby.
Yeah, before we go ahead, like, because this is going to reflect on what the gist of what we're supposed to talk about.
Yeah.
Did you have it in mind that you're going to business school with your debating background? Did you have it in mind that, you know what, I have to end up in business school?
I'm among those few debaters that never opted of being a lawyer. Most debaters want to be lawyers.
Yeah,
I guess.
That's technically why
they
I'm
want,
asking.
I'm
Like,
a
how did you
debater,
not
so I
want
want to be a lawyer. I never caught interest in the law profession, surprisingly. I don't have any genuine reason, but it just didn't catch me. Okay, I had a childish reason because I felt like the profession is crowded, but very many professions are
crowded.
Very many professions are, but it's not out of my passion that I wanted to do law, because lawyers tend to read a lot of books. Like, it's hectic. I used to watch those movies, Suits, and I would say a lot of paperwork, and I'm not a paperwork guy. I love to have things practical.
Yeah.
So I went into accounting and finance. So I didn't opt for law. So I saw myself in business school. Actually, I saw someone on the TikTok recently saying I didn't make it to MOOC, so I went to MUBS. I wanted MUBS in the first place.
Nonsense.
That guy didn't make sense. Because the people want MUBS in the first place. I found MOOC very big and it's exaggerated, and it was. I felt like I need a brief thing, man.
Exaggerated.
Like, why would I need to work for like 30 hours to go to class? You get?
Man, those hills are endless.
Yeah, I find it exaggerated for an institution and a bit old-fashioned. No offense, it's the epitome of, you know, of knowledge.
You know, sorry.
Throw shade with grace.
Yeah,
But
so
that's interesting.
I saw myself in a business school from the start.
Quickly run us through the whole ASAM thing. Like, we had someone from ASAM, but by the time I was not yet familiar.
Yeah.
But thanks to him, I've been to an ASAM event, not inside but outside, so I watched from afar.
The summit.
The summit.
Yeah, I was around there because of him. So
okay.
Yeah. So at least I'm a bit familiar. So like, so you guys there all want to be accountants? What?
So
yes.
ASAMU is like
all of those guys in there literally want to become accountants.
Let me explain.
I can take you through. So ASAMU, like I said, it's accounting students, but it covers different courses, not just people who do accounting. For instance, a BBA student could be part of ASAMU.
Yeah, like I know very even these BID boys.
Even
I saw this guy tying there.
Very
Guy with this
people
bad math.
So I think people look at ASAMU as preparation ground, preparing you to transform yourself into the professional world. Our slogan is striving to be the best professionally, not striving to be the best accountant, not making my accounting the best or to be the leading auditor or something. So it is striving to be the best professionally. So the different activities we have as ASAMU prepare someone and expose them of how the professional world feels like. Many people go into the internships and experience the professional world, see how things are running. But with ASAMU, we try to make it a little bit more practical. So we have a network of alumni people who have been part of ASAMU. ASAMU has been around for the last 25 years. It's not something that I set it up.
How long has
MUBS has been around, I think, for slightly older than ASAMU.
MUBS is slightly older?
Slightly older.
MUBS has been here for long, 25 years?
More than, slightly older, I think like 28 or 30. I don't have the facts. But
Chambogo is touching grass. Wow.
Chambogo is a very old institution.
Chambogo is young.
Really?
Yeah, Chambogo is young.
Yeah, so ASAMU is still started by then. So our alumni always try to reach out to us and like, guys, the opportunities are here, take them on. If you attend the summit, we had different companies coming around. Deloitte, KPMG, different audit firms, private and public ones. No, private only. So these people come on ground and these students get inspired to see these people. You see how I want to be like, maybe I want to go into videography and I keep seeing you guys. I'll be like, man, I really want to be in these guys' spaces. So it's the same concept. Yeah. You're having people who want to be in the spaces of people we bring out to them.
Yeah, we are putting this guy over smiling.
Yeah, so after campus, if you've gone through our different activities, you really have some contacts here and there.
Yeah.
So you're not going on virgin ground. So those contacts are what push you to like to actually make a decision on what you want to be. So it's not basically for accountants, honestly, much as it's the accounting students, but it's preparing someone to be the best professional. So we are the corporate guys.
Oh,
the guys who put on ties and a coat,
if you see these guys by inside there, everyone was in a white shirt.
Yeah, white shirts, clips, what? So we are those guys.
They even had black ties. I was like,
yeah. So that's basically what we do. Besides the academic part, because we organize clinics, of course, to help accounting students. Accounting is tricky on campus. It's a very tricky course unit, which you can't read alone. I don't know if you guys are reading accounting alone. You're digging your own grave. Accounting, you read with people because things keep changing.
Find your grave in your books.
Yeah, you're digging your grave in your books because you're going to fail, and bro, it won't be worth it at the end. So it's a discussion-based course. Wow. So we have the brains. ASAMU has the brains. Facts.
They also have the beauty.
We have the beauty.
They have a very long beauty.
This guy is getting personal with my vice president.
VP.
Back to the point is
my cheaters have to shoot. They're on a podcast. Why is this guy shooting a shoot right now? But I know you've seen it.
Yeah, so the brains, by the brains I mean the smart kids. Smart kids. So those guys are share knowledge with others. And many people have excelled personally with the different clinics usually help me out. And the grades shoot high, and if the grades shoot high, I don't guarantee a job, but it puts you at an advantage.
Wow.
Nice. Do you believe that, because I've met very many people who are in those fields, my brothers, some people that I've met through corporate spaces, and they all say that a first degree is not essential. They're like, a first degree is, it's a scary spot for employees. And then, like, the so-called safe space or the sweet space, they usually tell me to be in a second upper.
So on that, very many people talk about it actually. They say, education is not it all. First grade students may not make it, or you don't actually need to have a first class. But this is what I always tell people. What do you lose if you aim for the best?
Well, apparently, as someone that's chasing a first class, yeah.
So
someone has told me that no one is going to employ you with your first class.
No one is going to employ you with your first class?
Yeah, because I give Kajanja.
Okay.
By just my results, before I even start speaking.
Need to say something like,
all right.
Very many of them have told me the same thing, that the sweet spot is usually a second upper. Like, it's humble, but like someone can tell that you're competent.
You're ready to be groomed.
You're ready to be groomed.
Yeah, pause.
But the first class, they'll be like, man, this guy just want to come and chat his shit.
It depends on the employer, but speaking out of facts, I always advise people to aim for the best. If you aim for the best, you take yourself out of imagination, because yes, employers look for second class upper, like you've said. When is it possible that we're only wanting second class upper kids? And
this is backdoor information that you only get from people who are in the systems. You get, it's like an interviewer telling you, like there are certain interviews or certain, maybe when someone brings their CV, I've had this somewhere that when this interviewer gets your things, is it the HR, whoever is in charge of that stuff,
I think
gets your stuff, then like it's a pile, he throws off some, then he remains with thingy and it's like, can't deal with unlucky people. Like, because you guys were unlucky. The fact that he thought about you're unlucky, so he stays with this one or these 2, 3, then he handles those. The other others are unlucky. So that's information you only get from inside. You can't know those things.
It's getting unfortunate. Fact. It's getting unfortunate that the selection criteria is not being very fair for all. And that's not only in our country, in Uganda, it's also in other countries. So the selection criteria is not getting fair at all. That's why among the things I wanted to talk about today is people should think in bold and italics and capital, however way you could highlight the word think. You need to think of how you as a person are going to break through the line, because there are very many different things that people could get involved in, and there is a pool of similar things that happen consistently. When someone leaves school, they get a job. After they get a job, they attain academic qualifications, they wait for promotions from level 1, they go to level 2, they go to level 3, which is okay if that's your goal. But we need to customize our decisions so much to know what works for me as Nicholas, what works for Josh, like as Nicholas, as me. So that goes down to character. So if you're looking at having the best grades and you think that's what is going to take you there, then you need to lock in because you don't have any other options as a person.
Man, then it's time to look in.
You need to lock in because if you're looking at the best grades, you can't put yourself at, these guys could be connected saying a second class, but you're going to get to a job and the first class guy gets the job and it will pain you because you could have gotten the first class if you didn't have the mindset. It will pain you a lot. You're like, I thought first class guys are not considered. And the guy is there.
The first class guy has bagged it.
Oh, man, the first class guy has gotten it. Then you find the pass guy also getting the job. So it's very unfair. So put yourself at the best position. In case you fall, you be among the stars. They say aim for the moon. If you fall, you be among the stars.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but it's not a do or die, guys. You need to release a lot of steam as you do that. Customize your decision so that you know what works well for you as Nicholas. Nicholas, put your name there.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're getting into another segment.
Okay.
This one is what we call the situation room.
Okay.
We immerse ourselves in someone's particulars or in their shoes. If you have people out there who have problems, let's get into it.
Man,
You guys never had to laugh after that statement. Because now you voted it down.
We have to have a moment.
No, see, let me tell you, that thing is,
Yeah.
I feel like when life gets too serious, man, laugh. There's a quote I read from some book that says, we humans let me paraphrase, that we take life too seriously, yet the gods made it for fun.
The gods made it for fun.
Interesting.
Yet gods made it for fun.
Okay, it was more of a Greek thing, like it's from
I
Greek.
knew he was on some Zeus jazz.
Oh, he's a Zeus guy kind of jazz. Oh, guys.
He believes in Zeus and Poseidon.
Too much anime.
That was very unnecessary.
Proceed.
Come. Let's let it land. See, you've done me a disservice because it's going to have gas. It's like a steam.
As a receipts. The whole world is saying, cannot just personal opinions of vendetta I'm trying to carry out against him. The whole world says these things. Let's carry on.
So, the situation room goes like this.
Tell me.
I'm a 25 female. My fiancé is 25 as well, male. We are planning our wedding for the next year, and we've been in early planning. But my plan for the wedding was going to follow my Pinterest board. Since 13, my family has been aware that I love black or I like dark colors, and I assumed since my fiancé, Lewis, hey man, is it Lewis? Lewis mentioned how much his mother and he loved me. I thought she had no problem with my decision in color. Until when she discovered that I was planning to wear a black dress, most black wedding dress.
A black wedding dress?
Or mostly black. Like I think
Mostly
the shade is
black.
black.
Nice reaction.
Wow.
We'll use that for the future. Let's go.
I shared the board we made on Pinterest for the general vibe of the wedding, including some dressing styles that I loved. Annie called me asking whether I just liked the color or the dress, right? And I informed her that I like the idea of a black wedding because I've never felt quite comfortable in all white. I get worried with the stains and the treading on it and all of that. This hit her mad. She started yelling, saying that she wanted me to wear her dress, her actual wedding dress. She has never mentioned this until now. It's been a few weeks since this happened. Me and Louis are starting to think we should compromise with the white dress, just for the sake of the family and for smooth going of the wedding. But not my mother-in-law's dress. The black one would be for the reception, but I'm hesitant, mostly for the fact that most of the photos are going to be taken during the ceremony and until the reception, which I will not feel that I am truly living to my own self. Annie is also insisting I make sure that my dress covers my tattoos. I have a few doodlings on my right arm. And my hair is mostly black, but she wants me to opt for a brown color for the sake of being neutral. Should we compromise or should we not?
First of all, I like dull colors. but you're the one who kept telling me I should be able to read the room. It's a wedding, bro. Why are you trying to put on black? As a woman, why are you trying to put on black? What are you trying to say?
What is the problem with black?
You're walking into hell, eh?
What is the problem with
No,
black?
it's just inappropriate. Actually, the word is culturally inappropriate.
Who put there a standard that we're supposed to wear white dresses on every wedding?
When you were having the ASAMU thing,
Yeah.
did you have anyone stepping in casual stuff?
Not really.
Because it's culturally inappropriate.
So
It's corporate space, dress a certain way.
yeah.
Corporate does not necessarily mean color. This woman is not saying
No,
that she's
no, no,
going
no.
to come in a
I'm just
skimpy
giving you
dress.
a reference. I'm just giving you a reference.
And it's a
That
good one.
There are ways you're supposed to dress in certain places. You get? Forget these things you guys do of going to lecture rooms dressed like.
What do you mean with people? Because
No,
I know what you're meaning, but please elaborate.
I know what you're doing. Still, but the truth is, no,
Yeah.
the country at large has issues with how public university people dress going to lecture rooms.
Make
The
your
country
statement
at large.
clear. Make your statement
So
clear.
do we refer to a lecture room as a formal space?
It should be. It should be. But it has been abused. Let's-
Abused.
yes.
The word abused.
Yes.
Come
yes.
on, man.
It has been abused.
I should be
Let's be
judged by
honest.
the contents of my brain, not what I dress up
Now
and
that's
my
some
color.
cash shit, bro.
Someone?
Like once you do not
Bro,
know,
just went
once
to the
you
racist game. I'm like color.
hey,
Bro, who's talking about color?
once you're not reading their room and you're using those excuses.
No. There's something that, no, like I said, this woman has not said that she's planning to come on some random shit, right? She's going to get a beautiful dress just in a color that
Just
she
have to
feels
be
comfortable.
black.
For that woman's case, there are three things.
Mm.
When you're organizing a wedding, there is she's a white.
Yeah.
There are very many different types of weddings. You go to church. There's one where we go to church. How is that called? I don't know. Church wedding.
E.
Then there's one where you go to court
The
and someone signs and stuff.
registrar.
Then, as in the African tradition, we have a customary wedding.
Mm.
So she has two options. In church, there are things that they follow for you to be wedded in church if you want to have a church wedding. And one of them is having a white dress for the bride. I think why they say white, because they feel like you're going into a pure kind of activity. You know how they say there's no sex before marriage? Something
Yeah.
like that. The church says you shouldn't have sex before marriage. Yes, you shouldn't.
Yeah, you should. Jaffa, please. Stop.
So they believe
Stop.
believe
Stop.
that if you go into marriage, it's now pure that you can go ahead and have sex. So I think the white symbolizes that. And recently, I'm seeing the men are trying to capture the idea of having white coats and what. So I think that's the symbol for a church wedding. But guess what? Listen,
And it also looks pristine, man.
and it looks clean for
Yeah.
a church wedding. So if you accept, I like how we used to have a head teacher and they would tell us, you can't, if you don't want to go to church and you're a Muslim, why did you come to a church?
Exactly.
school
Where
in
did
the
you
first
come
place?
to? Mhm.
You get? You're a Muslim. You say, I'm a Muslim, I can't go to church. Bro, I get you're a Muslim. But wait, you had options, bro. And you came here.
You
So
came here, so
the Romans, what? Something Roman jazz. I think
Yeah.
you would make that phrase well. If you go
what
to
is
Rome,
it? What is it? What is it?
do as the Romans do. So
Yeah.
if that person was
No, in
opting for-
Uganda we say.
in Uganda, you say,
"Wogende buyambwa."
Remember.
You know,
but
you
bro,
get.
how can
you
you,
do what
how
you
can
do.
you kunyambwa, bro?
How can you kuyambwa?
But are you getting my point, Jeff?
I get you.
Is that if this person is opting for a church wedding, the church wedding calls for a white dress. But I'm an open-minded person. I've seen people who go for court weddings and it's not specific on what color. they
And
put on.
when you see, like, okay, the ones I've seen people sharing on the internet, they are still dressed like they're trying to emulate the church thing.
Yeah.
It's just that maybe they do not share beliefs
They
with
do
the
not
church
share
people,
beliefs, yeah.
but at least they have that commonality between them that look pristine, look good.
Yeah. Look
So,
good. I think
so
it's
black
so
doesn't
wedding.
look good?
No, black
No,
looks
Jeffa, no. Quick question.
Mm.
Paint for us an image of how you intend to dress on your graduation day.
My graduation day.
Yeah.
Suit.
Thank you.
Shake my
I
hand.
think you can end there. How about a polo shirt? I think a polo shirt looks good, like
Hey.
good material.
What do
You know,
you
a
think
good
about
material polo
damaged
shirt.
jeans? Damaged jeans.
I've seen some nice, good material polo shirts that would really look good on you on your graduation day. So you get the point.
Mm.
So it's an event. It's an event that you would
My guy is
you
lost.
need to like get the concept behind it.
No, see,
But like I said, there is court.
I'm so confused on the fact
I'm
that
a genius.
keep quiet.
You're lost, bro. Okay, I don't afford to laugh. Fucking me up, bitch.
Tell me.
My point is, I'm going to wear a suit. right?
Yeah. Yes.
This chick is going to wear a wedding dress.
A black wedding dress.
So when I come to my graduation in a pink suit, I'm still wearing a suit.
It's different.
Even if I come in a green suit, an orange glowing suit,
but
it's still going to
guys,
be
let's first picture a black wedding dress. So the veil is black. It's giving those
It's
horror movies.
Kangana in Shiri.
You know a black veil?
Yeah.
And you come to like the black veil and the church doors open like
And then there is sound.
bro. But my point
Honestly,
is,
black is inappropriate. To be
it's
honest.
inappropriate for a church wedding.
Yeah.
But I've seen a church wedding. I've seen people who put on you know, at URSP there is URSP. At yours, what I was registering. Oh, I'm a business person as well. We have a business. We do detergents, soaps, we manufacture soaps and detergents, and a small.
We are also a business, and we would like to market your business.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we are called Soapy Enterprise. In case you need detergents, liquid soap, and hand wash for your common spaces, apartments, commercial buildings, schools. We got you.
Do you see his face?
The ad has been paid for. The next ad will also be paid for.
Anyway, guys, my point is, when you
What's
go
the
to
name of the company though?
it's called Soapy.
Soapy.
Yeah. Like
Quite
as
the
in
name.
soap.
Soapy.
So when you go to RSP, you find couples, you know, they are registering their marriage and they're dressed smartly, not in a wedding dress.
Wait, you have to go to URSB to
I
register?
find them there. They register. You know, you get a certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those,
What's your RSP info?
I think Uganda Registration Services.
Yeah,
Bureau.
yeah.
So that makes
that's
sense.
why
Marriage.
when you think you're supposed to have a registrar.
Yeah.
I think the registrar is supposed to be the signatory.
Yes.
So maybe that's why they go there.
But listen to this, guys. Marriage is registered in the same space with businesses. So know what you're going in for. Same common space. Even when you go to church, your certificate is taken to that space and they register it. So yeah, so they be smart. So my idea is, if you opted for a church wedding, they're going to wed you in a white dress.
Yeah, it's what it is.
Be it on the beach side. I've seen weddings on the beach. As long as there's a priest there, it's a white dress. Some people try to play with the cream,
But
you know,
it should look pretty.
those guys want to show that they're exposed.
Bro, black is a symbol of darkness.
But I disagree with her putting on her mother-in-law's gown though. I feel like everyone should have their own thing. Why would I be hanging out in my father's suit on my wedding day? Same thing. Mother-in-law, father, we're the same age level.
I'm not going to tell people when I did it.
Would you put on your father's suit on your wedding day? Well, it depends on the attachment, but
I've ever done it. I've ever thrown on my father's jacket.
Well, so that my kids could also put on
One
his suit,
event.
or they would put on mine.
Yeah, passing it down as a heirloom or something.
Bro.
Suit.
Skin diseases, guys.
You're going to catch a disease from 1960.
You know those pandemics, those days.
Spanish flu.
You're having Spanish flu on your wedding, bro. Consider, guys.
But okay, what would you
Facts
guys prefer, by the way, before we pass this up? What would you guys prefer? A church wedding or legal marriage, like register and that?
Depends. Currently in our tradition, church weddings come along with very many numbers. Facts. Because it's a church. I mean, it's God's house. You can't stop someone from coming to
But
God's house.
you can still issue invitations.
In church?
Yes.
Church,
That
we
works
don't
at the
limit
reception.
church.
At the reception.
It works at the reception.
Yeah, then they can come to church, bro. Like,
Yeah.
come and witness.
So-
Go home.
Yeah. So you can limit. But I think it depends still. I would opt for a church wedding because I'm a Christian. And I feel like, we need to have a blessing before we start.
This is far off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. First go ahead.
Yeah,
What would
I feel like we need to have a blessing before. It's the blessing aspect.
What's the question again?
What would you go for? Church
Church.
wedding or legal marriage?
I'd go for a church wedding because of my mom.
What
Bro,
would
this is
you-
the second jibe. I'm making sure your sister gets this and sends it to your mom. This is a second jibe. Bro, it's calm.
Big up to Josh's mom.
And the sister still.
And the sister.
By the way, the sister watches our content.
Oh, really?
Hi. What's the name?
It's called Lisa.
Joy still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my sister's name still. My baby sister's name. Yeah, so.
Situation is very jovial, guys.
Yeah, you get. And shout out to all the Jovias out there. But-
Jovial.
Man.
But
Okay.
the wedding, I might not mind the invitation card. But for death, I mind an invitation card.
Oh, you really want, you really
Yeah,
don't want certain people on your...
For I know it's not something we are comfortable speaking about, but
Yes.
if my father ever told me, or if I ever got in control of my father's burial, when it does happen, I'm sending out invitation cards. I don't want everybody there. Even for mine, I don't want everybody there.
You want selected people there?
Yeah, I need like 30 people there.
Mm.
I would
So
want.
that's what you'd wish of. So you believe you'll be seeing them from somewhere and you're like, these guys are not invited to my place?
No, bro, like there's something about spirituality. You just tell them if the
I see
31st
Josh in the
person
crowd.
pulls up,
I see
if
Josh in
the
the crowd.
31st person pulls up, you guys are
It's
going
going
to
down.
see.
But well, you're not the first person I've had say that. Some people say that I'd opt to have my burial session or burial, because I feel like when we have very many people in our burials, the actual people who matter don't get enough time to show their love to their loved ones.
Yeah.
We have political burials recently. You know, your parent, your dad has died, or your mom, and before you even get to grieve, the guy is telling you how Museveni is a bad president on the mic, or how you should opt for the green camp or the red camp. As you're sitting, and people are laughing. You know, people get
MPs are supposed to come.
yeah, and it gets very political. So I can side with you. If you have a selection of people you want, people get to feel the actual moment.
Wow.
Yeah, and I see you seem to be a white guy.
No, I'm not.
You're not a white guy.
I'm black to the core.
I can see.
Pause. But
He's
But
an
anyway,
American. He doesn't know.
Get what you get. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's carry on and get to the gist of today.
Mm.
Yeah. So, the idea of this, the gist of this conversation is careers, friendships. I'm trying to get one word statements out of it so that I can intertwine them. Careers, friendships, and life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So run us through your headspace as regards the whole notion of it, how you understand career life, how you understand friendships, because I'm going to put it out there before I even go at it like that. At a point, I believe the whole ideation of careers is the one holding us back. That I'm supposed to be in someone's office. I'm supposed to be ready to run through ranks to become CEO, COO, CFO, things of that sort.
Yeah.
So I just need to put that there. That I'm wholly against it. I don't know about you. So yeah, run us through you.
Well, it's a good topic. It's career, friends, and life in general. Let me begin from friends. Friends are people we meet in our journey of life. We get interested in being with them and sharing ideas with them. So as a person, I feel like, actually, before I was coming here, I was thinking, we're going to talk about friends and career, but who is your friend? Like, how do you define that someone is your friend? People have come up with different things recently. My friend is someone who is there for me in tough times. If you can't, I always see people on the TV. If in your contacts you don't have someone to give you 10 million, you should delete those numbers. If you have an emergency and someone can't give you 50K, bro, I cannot be having 50K at the moment, but I'm your crying out loud. How is 50K connected to how the friendship that we share? So my definition of friendship is the person you're able to share ideas with, and they give you their opinion, and those ideas turn into action. That is a friend. I sit down with Jaffa, we talk about something that I think we need to start a podcast. And we be accountable to each other to see how that podcast gets started. Yeah. And how it sustains itself to keep going. Friendship should go deep. I believe friendship should go deep. I, for one, I take my friendships very personal. I need to know your parents.
Hey!
Graveyard. That's how personal I go with my friendships. My point is, the more personal friendships get, the bigger you get to lose if you lose them out. I would feel so bad if I lost certain people, because I feel like we know a lot about each other and we have shared very many dreams. I can't afford to lose you. And that's what friendship is. But the fact that I can afford to lose you, we're not friends in the first place. So that should shape how we think about our careers. One of the topics we had on the summit is people recently are thinking of, they are very limited to thinking. I said think in bold and italics. People need to think. You're doing accounting. How best are you going to get from this? What best are you going to get from this career? Accounting is not only in the employment world. You could be a self-employed accountant. You could design software as an accountant. As an accountant, you could go into engineering. As an accountant, you could be doing things like this. I know accountants who have YouTube channels talking about tax and what, and bro, he's not in an office and deal with it.
Yeah, when the money comes in, you're also going to be looking for an accountant. So
Exactly. So you should be able to define your career path on a very customized level. I'm doing medicine, I'm doing surgery, I'm doing education. What do I want to do for myself? Personally, out of character, I fear so much to be employed. I fear it because employment comes with people making decisions for you.
Yeah. Where we
And I tell you that's my biggest weakness.
Yeah.
Like people making decisions for you limits your ability to think on your own. And I believe the human brain should always be given its maximum performance.
Wow, yeah, 100%.
You should give your brain its maximum performance. You should be able to exploit the brain until your wedding, until your barrier ceremony of 30 people. You get how best have you exploited your brain? So I feel like everyone should put themselves in that position of exploiting their brain best to see what career they want for themselves. Career doesn't mean office job, by the way. Like I could be having a career in dance. I'm a dancer.
Yeah.
Yes, I know very many dancers. They go to concerts on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the guy is chilling throughout the week. So his career is a dancer. So you need to develop your career from that. Next, you also need to develop your career from passion. I know this has been on very many talks. Do what you love, but you should be able to monetize what you love. Like, bro, I know you love to dance, but how are you monetizing the dancing? Because at the end of it all, we need to survive. Passion should come with financial independence and financial freedom. So if your passion is not coming with financial freedom, it gets very tricky. Then it becomes more of something pulling you down than something raising you. And that's not a passion. You can't have a passion in gossiping. Okay, you can have a passion in gossiping. I've seen people have gossip shows.
What's back do you get? He's traveling the world, my guy.
You get it? So his passion is in, I think, let me not say gossiping, but I think he loves to talk about
The loose talk.
the loose talk.
Yeah.
Perfect. So it's a career that he's getting money from. You get, and with the passion, you get to do something that you love. I believe genuine happiness. Yeah, it's a fact. Money doesn't buy happiness, never at all. Happiness comes with doing the things that you genuinely love and being around the people that you genuinely
That
love.
guy doesn't believe it. I'm going to speak for him.
Money doesn't.
He doesn't believe
Because,
that money doesn't buy happiness.
I could be having a lot of money, but bro, and I'm not happy. It's a fact. People can make all the memes they want about it, but it's a fact. Money doesn't buy happiness because genuine happiness comes from within. Happiness doesn't come from out.
But also money can buy you happiness.
How much is
You'll
it?
be feeling sad.
Yeah.
You go.
Yeah.
You buy something sweet. You get a sugar high.
After eating the sweet thing.
Yes. But if the sweet thing was expensive, you probably bought some 50k sneaker.
The next day in the morning.
Same thing. On the thing as well, no for something like that. But
Okay, I'm looking at happiness in the sustainable aspect.
looking at it from maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've been in hypothetical moments. There's like, imagine me having all the money. I would still be having this problem, man. What the fuck?
One time,
Even if I was rich.
One time I went with my friends. We went to a bond. We went to Toyota, Uganda. So we told these guys, Ruckus, we were like, want to check out your most expensive car here. So we thought these guys are going to chase us. We're like, oh really? Yeah. You're going to meet our marketing team. Someone is going to, like, bro, these guys think you have come to buy what? So we enter and they're like, so this is the car. So we sit inside. So my guys, we want to have a test drive. I'm like, bro, that's too much, bro. They already allowed us to sit in the car. This guy's like, it's car. You guys can give you someone to guide you. So it's a very expensive car, and we sat in it. So like, okay. So the test drive happened, and yeah, we came back. We parked the car, and we walked out, and like, so now what? So we have sat in the car, and yeah, so we looked at each other like, bro. So now what happens next? And we didn't have an answer. So imagine you are going to buy the car, and we actually bought it. Driving it from Toyota to your home, it's enough experience for you to know that how the car performs. You can pass the express, very many things. You pass in the down roads, the rough terrain, and you already know how the car performs. What happens after knowing the car's performance? It gets normal. Facts. It gets normal the next day. The nice sneaker, you put on the nice sneaker, drip, you take a picture, and now it happens when you take a picture. You don't want to put on the sneaker again because guys will be like, that's your only. Yet you bought it expensive.
As someone with a small wardrobe, that's one of the reasons I don't take pics.
I buy the small wardrobe, guys, don't take pictures. It's risky. You'll lose out of very many fits that you could put on.
This podcast
Bro,
has done things to me, you
Just
guys.
take
You should
pleasure.
see, I can be thinking of like next week's shoots
What am I going to put on?
in
You get?
the language of clothes. Like, not wearing that shit for like a whole week.
So you keep playing with
Up to
your
like
own
next
food.
week, but one, like I keep refining my hoop, I extend it. Because on the shit I was supposed to put on today, Kara went. I was like, I'm not going to, now that is next week's shit.
So back to the topic. As I wrap it up, I feel like people should task themselves to think. Guys, let's think. Thinking is something that is very important. Wake up in the morning and think. I don't want to sound like a motivational speaker, but when you wake up in the morning, you need to ask yourself, how close are you to achieving something that you want to achieve? That is a goal. You should be able to examine your own self and see how close are you to achieving something. Because each and every day that comes up, it's an opportunity to start again. Each and every day that comes up, there are certain things that I didn't do yesterday, but I believe I'm going to do today. So I don't give up on them. I was not able to go through that PDF yesterday, but I'm going to go through it today. So every day that comes up is an opportunity to start again. But the challenge that we have recently is people get weighed down by things that happened in the past. You see how Jeff has said, now second class person won't gets the job. Bro, you could wake up and there is a law the next day that if you don't have a second class, you're not working for a government institution. So what happens there? And it's a law. So breaking a law is something harder than the other stuff of regulations and stuff. So you should always prepare yourself for adjustments in your goals. I know I made a goal, I want to be this and this, but always put room for adjustments based on the prevailing situation. You get? I want to become a TikToker. I want to become a TikToker. So you need to think of content. Which kind of content am I going to put? TikTok is banned the next.
How do you work around this?
TikTok is banned. It has been banned and it can't be banned. TikTok is banned the next day. So what next? If you had a rigid mindset of this is it and life all depends on it. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Every morning that comes up, think. Thinking, I can't stress thinking a lot. Or I can't go to the core of the topic. But you need to customize your decisions to you as a person. And you think about them deeply. I'm like, Nicholas, this is what I want to do in the next 5 years. I want to retire at this age. And based on what I'm doing now, I'm 2 steps towards that. If you don't see yourself progressing, then you're not thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have 2 questions for you, yeah? Question 1. Do you believe your career life and your, for lack of a better word, social life should coincide?
I've seen people who work in things very different from their social life. Yes, someone works in the army, and all their friends are teachers. I believe social life other people interact with.
Yeah.
So no, I do not believe, because you could be having a friend circle, but even in the friend circle, you all don't have the same interests. I always try to convince my friends to be interested in current affairs, but they are not.
Story of
But
my
they are my
life.
friends.
Story of my life.
So I kept telling this guy, you know,
Look
this
who I
president,
ended up
I'm
with.
like, you see this president of TZ had this, like, man, bro, get done with that, bro. But they are my friends. So they don't have to necessarily coincide. But you're at an advantage if they work together. You're at an advantage because it's a different turn from social life to finances. I always see these NRG guys, they are paid to have fun. They go in their studios and dance and make all those TikToks, and guys are walking out with paychecks. So they got lucky. Their social life is in line with their financial life. So it's just it's a thing of luck. But it's not rigid to that. You can still lock in and lock out in the evening.
In the evening.
Yeah.
You demand them.
Yeah, with the mandate.
Question 2.
Yeah.
How's your VP?
Oh, my VP is very fine. Samantha, shout out to you. I'm being asked about you. Hope you're well. And success in your paper. Success in your papers. I know you will ask this. She's okay. I'll share a contact, by the way.
I believe I speak for everybody when I say no comment. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
you carry on, yeah?
Yeah.
Something I'm like that really came to my mind when the day I read the topic.
Yeah.
And it actually made sense to me because it took some good time. It grew on me. was the whole notion of friends and work. I am someone that doesn't really believe in mixing the two because I think I've bore the brunt of it. Like I've been in situations where, okay, now this is something I'm doing with my friend, my long-term friend, but I feel like it's like for select few friends, and then you are going to walk out in spaces where you have various people to mingle with. And just because you cannot make money, you can't chase the money with this friend, does not mean you're not friends, because you have linkages that bring you close. Maybe you've been in spaces longer together, you get. But something that really troubles me, is it healthy, is it advisable to always be starting, these business ideas? I don't know what you guys are taught in business school, but I really fancy the notion of doing business, chasing money with strangers, because there is this level of accountability you people will have that is different from when you're dealing with a friend. Eventually, and most healthily, is that this stranger become business partner, turns out a friend. But one of the things that disturbs me is how best do you actually handle such a relationship? Because now maybe like with your soapy thing, maybe you're with your boys or bunch of friends. Would you readily advise someone to start a business with their friends? Is what I'm trying to understand. Because I've tried to lay down for you like the downsides to it.
Okay.
Briefly.
So first thing, you should know your friend and you should be real to them. I have my friends and I know that this person can't do this. Facts. This person is not good with their finances. Facts. This person is not a good timekeeper. Facts. This person doesn't speak the truth. Facts. This person is a jokes guy. If we get serious, he zones out. Facts. This person won't be able to speak on our behalf. Facts. So we need to know the qualities of our friends and their different characteristics. So I got lucky. Let me use the word lucky, that I work with my friends, and I've been working with them since, and I see myself working with them. Every time I try to work with someone else, I get disgusted, for lack of a better word, because of how much these people have taught me that someone can be this. Someone can be a good timekeeper. Someone can have good financial discipline. Someone can speak the truth. Someone can be real. So when I tap into the other markets of people and try to do anything financial with them, I get discouraged. So I just got lucky with that. But if you see in your friend circle, people are having certain qualities that don't match with business. I look at something called business friends. I don't look at a stranger, no. You need to teach yourself how to make business friends. We could be doing business together and we develop a friendship from that business. You get? So I wouldn't advise people to work with strangers. It comes at a cost. If you work with a stranger, there are very many you're at an expense of learning each and every detail about them. And it's also important when you're doing business with someone to know their other side out of business. How do they behave? I could be coming like this for such a meeting, but have you met me at 5 p.m. or at 8 p.m.? How do I be? What do I be talking about on the table? I could be talking about the same exact things which are confidential that we're talking about here. I'm on the table, I'm like, so guys, when I was with these guys, we talked about this, what? So if you keep it just business, you may not know that other side of the person. I'm very good, yeah, I'm smart, but what happens after that? That's why I'm saying that you should do the business friend to see that even if it's making money, the goal is to make money, there should be some element of me knowing your personality. That's what I'm referring to as friendship. Working with your friends is good, but be real to your friends. I have my friends who I know they're not good decision makers financially. They don't keep time. They don't say the truth. They are not competent in speech. They can't.
But as your friend, you should be able to also identify that maybe this guy has untapped potential, and regardless of the flaws he has or she has, they can actually, they have this strength that if they let me tap into it, I could put them somewhere, they could put me somewhere, and we would all be at a certain point in life.
I always tap into the different potentials of my friends. I have an IT guy. I'm not very good with the IT, but I have a friend who does very good IT. So anything I get that is IT related, that's the guy. Whether it's a gig, whether it's for myself, that's the person. And they're always on my mind. That for IT, this is my friend. Then I have a guy who I talk to if I need things in town. I'm like, man, I need something in town and I need some bargaining. This is the guy. So I always avail different opportunities to my friends based on their capabilities. But business is not business is different. If I'm having business and we are transacting, making deals together, it's a little bit different. It's different from the tributaries of opportunities that I give to the different people. Here we're going to be working together. So I need a bigger portion of your characters, not just to tap into one. Because business is not all about an IT guy. No. An IT guy should be a good financial decision maker. An IT guy should be able to think of new ideas. An IT guy should be trustworthy. An IT guy should be a good timekeeper. So business covers a little bit more characters than the different tributaries that come. So those opportunities, I support people. You should always tap into your friends' abilities, same as they tap into yours. If you have a person who does well in this, if you have something that is in that line, tap into them. But business is very sensitive, guys. You need to have a portion of more characters than just one. Like 80%. So if I can tap in your 10% character and it works well for me, we can do things together. I could involve you here, involve you there. Maybe this is like a business. I'm like, IT, it's Josh. IT, it's matter. Yeah. So basically that is it. But business, guys, actually another thing that I didn't talk about, let not your business break your friendships. I've seen very many cases where business breaks friendships. We started business together, then some guy pulled out money, then now the friendship is at the cost of the business. If you see that the business is at the cost of the friendship is at the cost of your business, I think you should choose a hustle. Because very many people started working with their friends. Friends, we first became friends. After business, the post-business effects, no friendship anymore. And I find that very painful because we got a limiting factor along the way that we could have avoided. We could have avoided that limiting factor, but it came along the way. You get. So personally, I prefer to work with my friends because of the advantages that I get. They have made me realize that people can actually do certain things. So every time I try to tap into the different markets and people don't live up to the standards, I just keep home.
Wow.
Yeah.
To draw it back where I asked you the question I asked, question one and question.
Emerson, question two. We would like to rewind. We would like to remind you to go back to question two.
Right, it's because
Madam VP, are you okay? What's the question?
Chat to me.
My major of asking question number one was the fact that whenever I have tried to mix friends and work, they usually don't correlate. And I think because most people can agree that I give off a very laid off personality. Like when you see me, I feel people always perceive I'm that guy who's out there actually. Like if it's work, personally, okay, the way I take myself is if it's work, I will work. If it's play, I will play. And the fact that I know when to do both, I find it very difficult to work with people because there are friends who have put on, like I said, on particular opportunities, right? Something comes up and I'm like, man, you know what? My best option would be Tendo, right? I'll be like, hop on. You come into it, but the fact that this person has always known me in, I don't want to call it in my joke format, but they know me in a leisure sense, right? They always feel that it's going to be like that. Yet, to me, it's a very strict and bold line. If I say we're starting work at 8,
it's 8.
Be there by like 7:30, 7:45, right?
Yeah.
We start to work.
I arrived on time before this guy.
But like, that's the thing, like, people usually find a way to intermingle the two. And I feel like that usually spells like a major factor as to why I work with my friends.
Yeah.
And with me, like I feel like with a stranger, because if I meet a stranger, the first face, the place you've met me is the face you're going to meet. If you meet me in a corporate sense or like in a working sort of phase, you're going to tell that, man, I don't play with my work. If I'm going to commit, I feel like people who know this will be like my group mates. Because my group mates, at first it came about to, this guy is good, this guy can talk, so let him be in our group, this and that, right? Then you collide together, this one can research, this one can present, then you come together.
Yeah.
But eventually, the more we work together, like the more we became friendlier. Now we like no personal things or quarters in our life, right? But time comes when now it's work, right?
It's business.
It's business. Like man, presentation is due, coursework is due. We have to get this done. But then these people, because you have shown them that man, Jaffa can joke around, man, Jaffa can do this. When you tell them something, someone responds to you in a manner of, man, we'll do it. Why don't you do it, right? Yet, I'm the one responsible for the work and I have to delegate. So, do you get that problem when you coincide with your friends, like in between?
One thing, I draw the line between friendship and familiarity. I'm very serious when it gets to that. I don't like people who familiarize.
Man, this guy is
In Uganda, they say
Akamanyiro.
Akamanyiro.
Yeah.
What is akamanyiro? Akamanyiro is taking advantage of what is currently there in your favor. For instance, I'm Jaffa's friend. Where am I? And it's common among boys. I've been to a boys' school and people do it a lot. My G. These shoes, our shoes, our pants, our woman. What's happening, guys? Our watch. It's common in boys' school. So I don't like
our cheapos,
bro. Because bro, where are you get our cheapos, our sugar? I'm not saying that we should not share with our friends, but I feel like even if we are friends, there should be some element of respect. Familiarity is disrespect. Jaffa, you're my friend. You told me that be here by 8:30. Where am I here at 9?
Yeah.
Then initially, we don't know the terms. We don't know each other's terms. I don't want it to be so personal, but for my friends, they very well know, and I be 100% sure that if we said we're meeting at 8, we're meeting at 8. And if we're not meeting at 8, I will still know at 7:30. That's how much we have trained ourselves. And we keep training ourselves each and every day that comes. But the issue here is people have gotten very familiar with each other. In that, I know this guy, even if I don't turn up at 9, man, it will be chill. So guys, you need to get very serious with your friendships and kill the familiarity. There's nothing like our phone. It's not there. There's nothing like our watch. If you need a watch from your friend, ask them, Josh, can I put on your watch for this event? And it's up to him to ask yes or no. And there's nothing personal when
someone send this to someone in high school.
Because it's their watch. I mean, so if that comes in the business aspect,
bro, shout out to Moganga and Amos.
You get?
We used to do this a lot in us.
If this comes in the business aspect, you're going to kill very many things. Because in business, there is nothing like our. Business is a separate legal entity from the people doing it.
It's a very business term.
If you did company law, a business is a separate legal entity.
You never did company law now.
It sustains its own finances. It sustains its own finances. So if you have something like our money in business, our money, it gets very tricky. So that's familiarity is going into business. You're my friend and I'm getting very familiar with you. People have copies of each other's rooms as friends. Why? You don't sleep in the room. Why do you have a copy of the room key? That's familiarity, guys. He's my G, he's my G, he's my G.
He's my bro.
He's my bro. So you need to get lines to this. Friendship and you can't prove to love someone more than their mother. You get? I said the mother quit. If your mother who gave birth, you don't have a copy to their bedroom.
But you see, when you make such a statement, and then you also say you take your relationships very personal.
Yes.
To the level of I need to know your parents. I need to know. How do you not feel so endeared to levels of a brother when you know my parents? You know literally. Once things involve death, you even know where they're going to bury you.
I know where they're going to bury you, yes.
Why didn't you have a copy of my room key?
It takes discipline. Now that's why I come in. You need to be very disciplined. Having a lot of information doesn't put you at an advantage. It actually puts you at a risk. Why do you have all this information? I have sources that if you work in certain government agencies, you can't leave because of how much you know. You can't leave. I just won't mention the government agencies. You know too much that you can't leave. You get? And you can't use that information against government. That's it. So that comes with discipline. So to get into such jobs, there's a lot of training that happens. You need to be disciplined. Me knowing your parents doesn't mean that every time I'm like, Mommy, Josh, man, your kawa, how is life, man? Man, I've been looking for Josh, but for 30 days, I'm not seeing him.
Have you seen
Even
him?
yesterday, we went for something. Bro, I mean, I
people
know
who
your
do
mother,
that
so
shit.
that in case something happens, I'm like, Mommy, Josh, there's something that happened, please come through. So now, you're drawing the line between familiarity and knowing. You know, I know this guy's dad. First, pull up your dad's right. The other black one under the parking lot. Don't bring the green one. I don't like its comfort. You get? Are you getting the line?
Now, on that very point, how do you draw the line? Because I faced a very similar predicament, but then with me, I feel like the word two-faced sounds a bit wrong.
Yeah.
But I am a bit of the sort. And like a little bit. Like when
This nigga shady, bro.
like
yeah, I also have many personalities.
when my friends cross that line, or even like when strangers do, right? The way that I enforce my boundaries most of the time, it ends up changing the friendship. Like this person, like they won't say it because I can easily, like if you're my friend, I can easily tell, like they're accused, I'll know that H.L.C. is pleased, he's happy, he said all of this, right? And whenever I draw that boundary that, man, you did this, I don't like it, stop. I don't know if it's my delivery or it's how I do it, but how do you do
your
it?
network bundles cut off. If there are 5 bars, you get to 4.
Exactly, like
with the second one, you get to 3.
it dies.
It keeps dying.
And at a point, I think it's my execution. I don't know, like I want to understand, how do you, like, I don't want to say kill the person kindly, but kill them with kindness.
One of the things that people should learn to apologize. Guys, learn to say sorry. It's
But you know, we are not just sorry society.
People don't know how to apologize.
People don't know. Like, I have my boys.
People don't. Like,
I have my boys who
guys,
told me.
Easy is not apologizing. Easy is not a statement of apology.
Easy.
I can get into a situation where I'm like, sorry, man. Sorry for man, I was caught up, but I'm sorry, man. It means a lot. I don't know how to stress it. Has someone ever told you sorry? Leave alone this.
I have a very big flow of sorries. Like, I apologize even for shit I've not done. Someone has told me it is not mentally right. So I hardly recognize when someone is not apologizing to me because I find it easy to apologize.
You find it easy to apologize.
Yeah.
Now, leave alone these apologies. We used to have it as a kid. My mom, I have siblings. My mom like, tell your friend sorry. Tell your friend sorry. Sorry. Then you're like, then it's not. My point of being sorry is your sorry should come through with actions. Jeff has talked about it. Why do you draw the line? I have friends. I'm going to make a small demonstration here. I have 2 friends. I'll reserve their names. So I have a friend who might be like, bro, man, are you good? But I won't do this to this. I won't do it to this guy. But I like both of them. You get? Because I know this guy doesn't like it like that. He prefers us to be like, man, bro, it was nice, what? But I'll get a bit physical with this one. You get? So there are lines here. It doesn't make your friendship less important. What people fear is, if I be too serious, my friends will hate me. What? You can be intentional with what you want, and your friends still like you for who you are. You get? This guy doesn't like to touch him. It is a fact. And doesn't make him less of your friend. It doesn't make him a person who doesn't like you. No. So the discipline that comes with that friendship is lacking lately. People these days, there's a lot of easy, it's calm, easy, it's calm, kawa, calm, easy,
bro,
awa.
calm.
Those statements have killed genuine friendships.
Calmness. This guy.
Those things have killed genuine friendships recently. I have people, you go out and someone leaves their friends like out and maybe they not sorted a certain bill. And the next day comes like everything is normal. It's like, I'm easy. Left is there, but easy. And this other person is like easy. There is no accountability to that. So very many friendships have become very shallow. That's what I'm telling you. It needs to get very personal to a certain level so that we kill that shallow element. Like, you very well know deep in my heart that I'm not happy with what happened. Based on how you know me, based on how I know Jaffa, this didn't make him happy. Facts. I don't pretend about it. I do not. And be very selective, by the way, the friends you make, because it costs you time to come. I know motivational speakers speak that jazz, but it's important. Be very selective. Some people we can chat, but bro, you can't know certain information about me. But we can chat. I'm a very social person. Actually, people claim I'm very social. I have very many female friends.
I'm struggling with
so
that.
Don't worry, I got you on very many aspects.
I need to confess.
So I have very many female, but I have have people I chat with, like on an afternoon, we sit and chat, chatting like, bro, what's up? MUBS, things are hard, life is hard, what? Academics, what? We chat about very many topics. But that's chatting, like I've said. We're not having a conversation. We're just chatting, and it's okay. So you be very sensitive with the information you let out to people. You call your friends, because it costs you at the end. I've had situations where people make fun of others because of statements they made. You get that? But bro, you said what? But bro, you said. You get?
But I don't think that's just something we as men do. Like we like trolling ourselves, like for the thrill of it. Like
in that defense, I feel like those are two different things. Like there's a tone you're going to tell that when I'm just being like, man, and like it's for jokes. You can tell that it's for jokes.
For jokes.
Then there's one who's going to something that is definitely spiteful. Like you can pick off that man.
Listen to this.
But sometimes there are moments where I have been in a situation where I did something stupid, or I said something stupid, but I said it out of emotion. And then like these guys gang up on me and they're like, bro, shit was us, bro, some weak shit, bro, some feminine shit.
Listen to this line. You're like, man, bro, I can't have many girls, man. I better off have one guy in a boy. But bro, your father has 2 wives. Bro, that's not funny. You get?
No, you guys
it
can be funny. It can be funny. Let's be your bros, I mean.
No, that's the our thing. We are bros, I mean.
We are bros.
There's a line known to cross. Like
there's a line known to cross.
You know, my dad has 2 wives.
It's not information for the play.
You're not allowed to use it against.
Do you know why I'm so against that? We are so sensitive as human beings.
We take things so personal.
Yeah, we take things so personal.
Yeah.
Like, when you have that level of, I'm going to give a very bad example, but it's the best way to go through life. In Succession is a series. It's about a family, what I'm watching currently.
Yeah.
It's about a family that starts a business and then the father is now fighting with the kids in the end, because I'm watching the final season. But like for the first 3 seasons, the kids are around the father.
Yeah.
For the most part. Apart from like the lead boy. But then in the final season, where I'm at right now, the kids are totally against the father. So the father is in a situation where he is no longer with the kids. The kids were all over him, like in big positions in the company. So at some point, the father got to a moment where he was asking people like, it's so dark in here, like it's so dull in here, like someone joke around, someone throw a joke, be funny, like drag me, something like that, like tease me around. Pause. Okay, but you get my point. I'm forgetting the word he used. Roast me. Like
a roasting session.
Like just say it out there, because that's how the kids were. Like he would fall out of business deals, and then he's stepping in the room, and then like this kid, like I think the one with the sickest. Have you watched it? The one with like the darkest humor was Rome. It's called Roman. Would just the man of the moment is here. He knows the father lost, father is going through shit, but he has something light to throw about that might annoy this guy. But there is a way that level of humor just makes us feel like things are light. My father has 2 wives. Let's laugh about it. Don't let me sit down. Oh my God. My father, my
Mire and what? I get your point. People are taking things too personal is bad. I feel like we should crack some jokes, man. I'm a jokes guy. I can sit and crack jokes and laugh. But there is a line. I repeat, there is a line. I don't know if I'm stressing the point of line well. There is a line to certain aspects in life. And if you're not very sure about how someone else would feel about it, if you're not very sure, it's better not to say it. Yes, that friend you're very sure that if I tell Jeff, man, that chat, man, whatever. You're sure I won't take things, you know?
That chat, man.
But if you're not so sure, I would always prefer that you don't say it. Keep on the shallow jokes. So that depends on how deep your friendship is. Because you could have talked about
now you're talking about people that you are in a business relationship with.
Oh.
But now
you're making it less tense.
Like let's say you are like in office space, and then someone just throws up such a joke.
Guys, don't throw up such jokes in office spaces, guys.
No. See, the thing is, I feel like people who know about my family,
I tell you, those things are beautiful when it comes to bonding. When you know this person is my workmate, but they will readily tell me something of this sort. There is a level of freedom you get on with them. It makes work more fun.
Sometime I had a situation. I was having a chat with people and I made a statement. Then, after making this, I thought the statement was so casual. You get, I was like, man, bro, there's no way you can't have black hair. Like, what do you mean? Damn! I think it was so casual.
Yeah.
So after the chat, someone comes to me and says, but bro, that statement you made was not kawa, man. You know, some people struggle with lack of certain nutrients and what?
No,
bro,
being too sensitive.
I got so sad. Like, bro, did I insult someone? You know, we were having fun. You know, I didn't know this. And bro, there's no way you can't have black hair, man. What do you mean? So you get, we're in an office space, and I've made that joke. HR's hair is white behind you, so you can't see it. But after she puts off her wig, she has some funny brown stuff. So you've made that statement thinking it's a very light one, but there are very many elements that you have not tackled on. I've talked to Jaffa, but now there's some guy passing, some other guys are not so much involved that could take it very personal. So if you're not in confined spaces with people you're very sure about, I prefer that you don't make certain statements. And also the bond is talking about the office bond. It's built over time. And still, there's nothing like an office bond. There are two people in office who have a bond. Trust me, they'll go after on coffee and they'll talk about how Ricky should make statements.
That's true.
Like, but did you hear the way Jaffa made that statement in office today?
One thing I realized about workspace is that you can be 10 feeling like, oh my God, we are such a group. But within
department.
Within the 10, you have 3 groups, 3 clusters actually. Where some people agree with, but it's especially with us men, it's just something we roll with ourselves despite the funny friction we have between each other. So
men are chill guys. I would hope to be a man in my next life. Men are just chill guys, by the way. Men take things like,
we love women too. By the way, women don't be catching heat and like just like that.
So the brown hair scenario, it was a chick who came through still. It wasn't a guy. Because my now guys can be like brown hair and be like, bro, you died even yesterday. Bro, you know the guys that is brown like you're making a fuss about it. Like, bro, you died even yesterday. And they're like, bro, no, it's not living. Like, bro, release me, man. Like, bro, release me, man. And it's chill. It's a joke. So we should draw the lines. We should know our people, know the kind of person we're dealing with. You know, Nicholas is like this. There's nothing like our kills friendships. Matter people don't say it. It's unhidden. These are hidden struggles people are going through. I have my shoes. I last saw them like a month ago in the name of our shoes. Like, bring back my gentle shoes. I have my new friends. You get?
I'll be having my funks cutting. I want to pull out my shit.
And for some reason, ours even come to borrow. You know, it's our money. It's our money, bro. Bro, the 50 bob.
That 50 bob is
like a 50 bob.
No, that's it.
So
that is it, man.
We're going into the last segment of the pod. We call it
out of context. Okay. Hey, sorry, out of pocket.
Indeed, you are out of context.
Yeah. That's not a bad, bro. That's common sense.
Allow me, bro. Allow me.
That's common sense.
But so this one is whereby we get a very, let's say like something that's very controversial.
All right.
And then we want your honest take on it. We don't want what we call being politically correct. Those things where you just glaze yourself with butter. As always, disclaimer, your mother did not sponsor this pod.
No, did you feed it? Or for that?
If you talk about it, Bambi, please.
What is that? What are you trying to say? That is a sexist joke. That is a sexist joke.
The way it goes, right?
How are you guys?
Women see themselves as perpetually oppressed because they only compare themselves to men of high status, and they don't even see low status men as humans. One more time. Women see themselves as perpetually oppressed because they only compare themselves to high status men and do not even see low status men as human beings. My reason for choosing this is because you are a person who is clearly going to getting in that corporate space, right? I'm sure by already now, like you're getting a bit of like finger wavings and whatnot after graduation and all of that. Yes.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that thing? Because last week, while I was at that PR competition,
Yeah,
thing
by
I
the way,
told
Jeff
you
won a
about,
PR competition.
Oh, by the
Just so
Jeff,
you guys
congratulations,
know,
bro.
He is. What is the name of the competition?
it was young silverbacks.
Yeah, Jeff is a young silverback champion.
Emphasis on young, guys.
Also Liza.
Yeah, and by the way, so someone we also hosted on this podcast, bro. You see what happens when you come and you get hosted on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm also waiting for mine next week.
you also have one next week, eh?
I've been here.
And the fact that you're here, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Just, Awu is in order, trust me, Awu is in order. So yeah, shout out to Liza, Kenemi Gisha, yeah, for the W, yeah, and my boy as well won. So yeah, this is coming through next week, trust me. Might take a bit
Thursday,
longer.
Friday.
Might take a bit longer because like Liza won after like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
She was here.
I can wait for a month, guys.
Yeah, but
I'm
trust
in a
me, it's in order. Even before the year ends.
So why we were at this competition, right? Like we had like opportunities to meet very many different CEOs, companies, and whatnot, right?
Companies, go carry on, bro. Carry on.
Bro, you made companies.
I said companies.
Hey, all right. It's calm, man. It's calm.
Okay. How do they say the word? Please educate me.
Companies, bro.
Companies. Sorted. Sorted.
My Uganda brother. Bro, I'm funny. Admit I am funny. You have never laughed like that in your life.
Sawa saja kabaka wangali.
So right, very many CEOs stepped up, right?
Yeah.
But what stood out to me the most is that they called out more female CEOs than male ones. I'm not sure if it was just me, but once every 2 minutes. Okay, I think on an average, if I was counting proper, there were like a ratio of 3-to-1 female, male CEOs there.
Yeah.
Right? And it still stands to like today's out of pocket thing that women who up there have a way that they degrade. Or okay, not like per se degrade, but like
Look down on.
whole low regard, right?
May I polish it? It's a meme that I've read and it touched me. That when you sit in a taxi with a woman, she's going to think you are broke. But bear in mind, she's also in the taxi.
Well, guys, it's a topic actually. It's a broad topic, much as you've said it's in concluding remarks. But on your CEO issue, let me first stress that in the current generation, we are paying for the sins of our ancestors. Have you heard of something like paying for the sins of your ancestors?
Na biblical sense, like your kids will pay for time.
Facts are, in the past times, women were suppressed to the ground. Emphasis on suppressed to the ground from all aspects of life, from the house to the national level. There was a lot of women's suppression in the past times. I was not there, but history and research shows it all. Women could not occupy any offices, women could not do anything. So now, currently, we're having a women emancipation, where we're having women going into top management offices. By the time the president is appointed, a vice president is a woman, a prime minister is a woman, an IGG is a woman, a speaker is a woman. So, are you getting it? In that, we are paying for, as men, we are paying for our ancestors' sins because they had a lot of time to shine, and now we're trying to see that we get this balanced. But you know, equality is different from they say equality and what? Equity. Yeah, so it's getting a little bit unfair. It's not now common ground in that your gender should decide. I thought it's qualification. If you qualify, there's candidate experience, competence based. But now it's becoming a little bit of she's a woman, so women have been suffering, so she should come out. I don't have judgment to that because I feel like let them shine during their time. But I would advocate for competence-based selection. I feel like...
So you're not happy about it?
I'm not happy because I feel like if someone is more competent than the other, they should take on the job. Not who is a man, who is a woman. You get? If the woman was competent, well and good. But chances are in most
Do you follow current affairs, right?
Very much so.
I'm going to ask you something, and it will just call for a yes or a no.
Yeah.
When Trump got into power, one of the things he rushed to scrap was the DEI. Diversity, equality, and inclusivity program.
Yeah.
Do you believe it was a right thing to do, a right move to make? Because by doing so, people were not getting jobs just because they were black, they were colored, or because they were female. Do you think that was a right thing, a right move?
Yes, I think it was the right move, and I advocate for competence based. We are getting closer to the generation of we have wronged each other and we have corrected each other. In that, you know how you do something bad to your boy and he does something bad back, so you guys feel like you're in common ground. Is that making sense to you guys? So I feel like we have approached common ground. So I feel like moving forward, people should be given jobs.
The worry is if we get onto that common ground again, men are going to step ahead. Because by and large, men are more aggressive.
Yeah.
Men are more of go-getters than women are.
Yeah.
You get? A woman will think she deserves to be there just because of the way her face was chiseled out by God.
Yeah.
So she'll sit down and be like, definitely I deserve this. I've been through the schools and look at what I look like. What does the mirror tell me?
And character-wise, God created women and men they are completely different, guys. Actually, when I speak of that women topic, I even get sad, guys, because men and women are made differently. I look at my mom; she's my mom, but there's something that she doesn't like. Why is she doing it this way? And why am I not seeing it in the same way that she's seeing it? So we are built differently. Luckily enough, we each come with their different advantages.
This is a bad question still, but I'm going to ask it still.
Ask.
Do you believe that in companies there are positions that better suit females than males, or better suit males than they do females?
Yes, I do.
Wow, okay.
I do.
That's something we share at least.
Yeah, that's what I do, because
I've been bashed for that opinion.
Let me not even say companies. Let me go to... But no, I was going to give a nursery school example.
So you believe in gender roles?
Yeah, I do. Nursery school, we have more female teachers in nursery school than male teachers. But me and Josh had a male nursery teacher. It was called Teacher Darius. He used to be a nursery teacher. Yeah, and he's the only one I've seen. But statistics have it that there's more affection that women give to children.
Yeah, that's why most are nurses.
So just like it is in the primary school or in the nursery school, it's the same in the corporate world. Some jobs, it would be more calm for us to have female receptionists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was told by a friend who works, something in I guess I'm familiar with what they call Montessori.
Montessori.
Yes.
Montessori.
Yes, I'm familiar with Montessori being a school.
It's a school that teaches kids. Okay, like it's a school. I don't know if to call it a concept that prefers to teach kids in a more creative sense. It's more of like what this new curriculum is, but on like a childish level, right?
Muganda, I knew is loud today.
What did I say?
Curriculum, but let's carry on.
Allow me, bro.
Kamolik versus Kabolik smoke ball. Did you read that company law thing?
Moving on, right? So I remember like sometime like we joked about it that, hey man, you should hire me for kids. I'll be a very good person for kids, right? And she said that their major reason as to why they do not employ men in those fields is that kids get more attached to men than women when they're at that age. That let's say you or any of us went there and we were good to these kids, right? This kid is going to develop a bond with you that is going to be as to or even greater than the parent.
Okay.
And that is why they do not.
It's natural that men give off the energy of protection. So the available man is going to be there.
And even she gave me the example that I think the only males that they have are like the cooks and like a few askaris, right? But even to those ones, like the askaris who are like
call a male nursery teacher, I've just clocked.
Yeah, not that. It's only us.
The only male person we had that was teaching us stuff was our swimming coach, Coach Peter.
That's the thing, right? And they showed us that even like with those various askaris, sometimes these kids would have friendship with these askaris, and this kid would cry to leave their askari at school.
Really? And actually, I even notice it because my parents have a school, but you see that the kids always look out for those male staff members. Uncle so and so, uncle we stuff, uncle so, and kids love the kids, love the character so much. I don't have the facts, but I think it's natural. Men naturally we there was a video going around when the kids were begging someone money on traffic. Then the guy lowered his mirror. Then the chick told the guy, "How come men you're more welcoming than women?" Because men, you can be stressed and you see these kids and like, bro, I'm going to give them 2K, but on top of the 2K, let's first bang some jazz with these kids. As a type, women can't do that. Be like,
Wow.
what are you doing there?
100%, yeah.
But man, a woman like, can I now what you get? And men are more of risk takers than women. It's natural. So for you be like, oh, woman, like, someone will spit on my makeup. What? So the kid was like, why do men have why are they more welcoming than women? So it's something I've discovered today, and it's making sense. But those young people usually get more attached to men. Even us as students, we scream more our male teachers than our female teachers.
Yeah.
That sports guy, Uncle Travis.
Like, I think in a way that correlates to how it is now in the corporate field. Because as much as women, okay, there are some women who have adopted that male sense. But if you look at it, we are more in a position to lead.
Yeah.
Like, till date, I was saying this and I said, men make better leaders than most women.
Yeah, shout out Tanzania.
Like, yes, there are women out there who can be great leaders. No argument. They're there who have stepped up. But like I'm saying, there are very few in between. That's my point.
Because leadership comes with a lot of logic and less emotions. And sometimes women work more with emotions out of their natural aspects of women. They're usually softer and what. But the corporate world, it's becoming very undecided. I must say, Josh, I've been in the corporate world through internship, and I interact with very many corporate people. And it is something that is raising up so much. Even here at MUBS, we're having women occupying the top offices, even if there were other people more competent than them on the selection panel. So I don't know why, but like I say, we are paying for our ancestors' sins.
But then that's okay. This is a small segue, like, because personally, me, I'm really scared for these coming elections because I have been, I don't want to say wrongfully accused, but I do look like the people who are stealing power from people.
Stealing power from people.
And let me just
This
say,
guy is a politician. You know that this guy is a politician.
Yeah, I know.
He's an electoral commissioner.
I don't know what he's trying to do, but
no.
not in his hand.
No, right now.
The airstrip is his.
There's something I've read that I saw of TikTok, right? Where they were describing that genocide in Rwanda.
I don't know if we will ever get someone that is bold enough and comfortable to have that conversation on this pod, but I will readily have it if there is someone.
Right?
If there is someone out there, especially that is not a Muganda, that is ready to have that conversation, please hit us up.
So there's like, I've done small digging, right? I think it's the 2C and then the other one I've forgotten. But they went to war, right? But the way that they came, because I think, okay, let me just use relation. There's A, then there's B, right? A was the royals, B were the one. Now the royals were the light skinned.
Yeah.
And the
commoners
were the B ones, right? So the A suppressed the B, right? Okay. When the B's got power, the B's felt like they needed to like make a comeback. They had to like get revenge. The B's went on to make a whole massive slaughter of the A's, right? The A's evacuated to here and other things. Eventually, the A's got support and they went back, and they also oppressed the B's to the point where they chose to now make peace, right? They were like, fine, let us be on common ground. But then that common ground came from the fact that they both had to agree that they had both done dirty, they both paid for their sins, and they both decided to move at the same pace from there henceforth out.
But very many people died.
That is true. But the fact that now with these male, okay, it's supposed to be man and woman, but nowadays it's man versus woman, right? And I feel like, as you said before, that we are paying for our sins. Right now, women are dominating, right? To honestly be fair, like I feel right now the girl child has a fairly larger advantage than the male, right?
Yeah.
So when are we going to get to that point, or how are we going to get there? Because if you say we are paying for sins that I didn't commit, when I get into power, why won't I oppress a woman?
Why don't you oppress a woman? But speaking of you talked about the genocide and why you're scared of the coming election. Let me first begin with that. As Uganda, I feel that it will be hard for Uganda to have a genocide. These are my reasons. Genocides come from environments with two big groups or three. In Uganda, we have like how many?
50.
Very many tribes. So it gets very funny for two to gang up on each other, or three. And we have a central business district where all those people are here. Kenyans, they can have, I think Kenyans, they are less. They have two different, or three, I'm not so sure. But in Uganda, it gets very funny. So I would love to watch that story on that podcast when someone talks about
We
the
will look
genocide.
for,
I'm excited.
looking for someone, maybe a senior citizen.
I'll stream live. Do you guys stream live? I'll stream live that day. You guys stream live.
when we get there, when we touch 1K, we'll start live.
So for the issue of getting there, Josh, I don't think we are. It's unfair. The world is unfair on very many grounds.
Yeah, the world is.
Even after we reach fair line, another unfair line comes up.
Yeah.
That shows you that it's a consistently unfair kind of system. You get. So the less you take things personal, the easier it gets. Because even after we reach common ground, now you're going to find an element of yes, it's man and woman, not man versus woman. But even after you reach fair ground, you find another element coming up that is creating a lot of injustice. You get. So currently in very many spaces, workspaces, we're having girls on the front line. But after even they're on the front line, the natural instincts bring them back to being submissive to men in their different homes.
Yeah.
See, the speaker has a husband, and the president has a husband. And when they get home, they always talk about those things on talk shows. They invite those women in power on romantic shows. When you go back home, how did you differentiate between your job and your husband? Then they probably say, at home I'm a wife. You get, I always see those lines, those ladies when they host them on shows. At home I'm a wife. I differentiate my job from yeah. So common ground, Josh, we won't get to common ground. But the good news is, let's push more for competence-based kind of enrollment, because it makes service delivery better. If we choose people because of their agenda, chances are high that service delivery will not be good. I don't believe that men are better leaders than women, because we have girls' schools that have lived for test of time and they have never been headed by a man.
Yeah.
Traditional girls' schools that have lived for a very test of time and their management has strictly been ladies.
Yeah.
Yes. So I believe good leadership comes with sustainability. So if an institution has been sustainable for the last 100 years, then I can't say that they can't manage an institution well. And women are less corrupt than men.
Yeah. And on that note, to all the women watching, we would like to remind you, we love you. There's certain things we don't agree with society. And just like you, we have our opinions about society. So yeah, I think we've come to the end of this. That has been a long podcast that you have enjoyed sitting through. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you for hosting.
This has been a blast. Slowly we are pushing to the time frame that I've always dreamed. I've always wanted us to be shooting for like 3 hours. Some job are dangerous. But yeah.
3 hours.
Yeah. So thank you for coming through.
Thank you for hosting.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
For those who have made it this far.
Yeah. This is not for, and this is not just about the two of us and our guests. This is also about you watching.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching. We want to say au revoir. Arrivederci. With the bear.
But find time to go and look at our Indian Ocean, guys.
Yeah. From here, we're going to the Indian Ocean. From here, we're going to the Indian Ocean. Yeah. That has been us. My name is Chelsea, and from my left,
Nicholas Tendo, Tendo.
It is Jeffa. Heavy Papa. Savakara. See you guys.